Sparkly bits. Sparkly bits. Need to figure that out. Look at the new splash screen. The current splash screen for Star Wars The Old Republic. Well, the stream seems to be okay. XSplit is not quite so happy. Okay. We're on Starforge. I'm going to switch over to Satil Shan for just a moment. Ski with the resub. Thank you, Ski. Always appreciate you being here. SWTOR, stop being stupid. Alright. One thing I always do in SWTOR is, since I play so infrequently, I always have to go in and keep my characters alive. I have new mail. Cantina rewards. Cantina 2019, Flare. So delete that. May the Fourth be with you! So you can tell how often I've logged into this account, or this character anyway. So now I've got all this crap in my inventory. Because one of the other things that happens automatically is that if you don't log into your Guildmaster alt once every month, your Guildmaster title immediately gets shifted over to one of your officers. I had a job interview on Thursday. I think it went well. I really can't discuss what it was. For one thing, it's generally considered tacky in that company or in that industry. But it would be a job that would require a lot of long hours that I would probably wind up having to stop streaming because I'll be working. And hi, Lee. How are you? Hi, Ponton. It's like the cool kids club up in here. And then you got me. What the hell? I like this character because she's the Jedi Master. And she's not wielding a lightsaber. She's wielding these badass weapons. Which I can't use to throw at anybody because I don't have anybody targeted. It's really cool. And I really want... Well, here's how much I want the job I interviewed for on Thursday. The job is in a different part of the country. Which would mean I would have to sell my house. At this point, I probably don't care. Okay. And my nose itches. Good time, me. So generally what I do is whenever I log into SWTOR, because the Guildmaster title will lapse to one of the guild officers. If you don't log in for a month. I always have to log in on my Guildmaster characters. And I'm also reminded I need to enter a code. onto my SWTOR.com page. Okay, that is bothering me right now because when I Alt-Tab out of SWTOR, it actually takes the game off of the screen. Minimizes it. It's a pain in the ass. Okay. Let me log in here real quick. Because there is a code that anybody can use to add to their account for an account-wide title for participating in the Cantina. And I need my authenticator because I am not a dummy. And I have all of my accounts set for two-factor authentication if at all possible. I really wish Standing Stone would do that for their accounts because I would be pissed if I lost my lifetime account. I would be pissed.
Well met.
Well met to you too. Wayward Plane is hosting. Hi, Wayward Plane. How are you? Let's see if I remember this code, having seen it once on social media. I think it's SD Cantina 19. Let's see if it works. You have successfully redeemed the following code. So I get an item from the San Diego Comic-Con. And anybody can use that code. It's infinite use. SD Cantina 19 on your SWTOR page on their website.
Well met.
Lee Nightingale is with the host. That's gonna really vex me. Anytime I want to talk in chat, the game minimizes itself. That is freaking annoying. Now, let's go back to my other hello, person running around in their underwear. How you doing, Way? This is like my favorite hairstyle in the game. Because it looks so damn good with the chiz with this hair color, I'm just saying. It goes for me. Aside from the fact that I had just fallen asleep after putting the book down, I was reading Return of the King, and the last thing I read, what the horns of the Rohirrim were going off. Gandalf was at the gate. Good times. Checking Discords. Oh, that's why my own... It's like, why am I getting a notification on my own Discord? Oh, the Autobot. The Autobot post the stream. Anyway, game. Yeah, game, you're being a butthead. Okay, so... This is Satil Shan. This is my off server, the one I don't actually play. Starforge is where all my characters are. So SWTOR's new expansion's coming out sometime in September. Starting this week and running for a month, they have double XP and double command whatever. I have 38 character slots. I'm only using 24 of them. And I have 2 boosted characters I haven't even used yet. I'm almost definitely going to use one for the upcoming race of the Nautilins. Kit Fisto's race is coming to SWTOR with the next expansion. The first playable race they've added to the game since the Togruta, actually. Anyway, so let's go take a look at my characters, because I need to decide which one I'm actually going to play. So if I play my main, she's at the current level cap, but her thing is she hasn't played through most of the story. The last time I played her, we just finished Knights of the Fallen Empire. So we just finally kicked Valkorion is allegedly dead. Valen is on the throne, on the Eternal Throne, and Scorpio is her right-hand droid. On the other hand, we could play my main. She's amazing. I will tell you something. I'm not really allowed to talk about the interviews that I did, but I can tell you that I mentioned this character in my interview on Thursday. I was asked what was my most epic moment in gaming, and this character was responsible for it. I was playing a Flashpoint with my friend Andrew, who was going to be our healer, and then we had one of our other then guildies, and this was in the same guild that Fibro Jedi is in, I believe. And Andrew is the guild mistress. So Andrew was healing, and the other guy was tanking with his healing companion out, and we were taking one of the mid-level bosses. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Gosh, I hate when that happens. See, that's what happens. It takes the game down. It's a pain in the ass. That is such a pain in the butt. Oh, hates it! See, every time I want to watch chat, I have to start watching chat on another monitor. That is freaking annoying. Anyway, let's go look at my other alts. And what happened was, Andrea got stuck in the landscape. Like, somehow her game bugged out and she got knocked back and she couldn't get back into the fight. So she couldn't heal. So our tank's healing companion was doing her best to keep keep us alive. But it wasn't good enough. So the tank died. So his healing companion also died. And there I was, DPS, because there's no a Jedi Knight doesn't have anything other than I think a couple of self heals. It's basically like playing a champion in Lotro. The boss had half health. I blew every damn cooldown I had. And I was certain, I was like, well, we'll just wipe, we'll just start it. No, and they were like, no, let's try it anyway. So I was like, okay. I just kept, head down and just kept fighting. And I thought for sure I was going to die, but it just kept going and the rotated. And he was like, wait, this might actually happen. I might actually do this. And then toward the very end, I had nothing left. Everything was on cooldown. And then he knocked me back the way he knocked Andrea back. And I thought, and I was like, I'm gone. I'm dead. And then my dual saber throw came off of cooldown, which is a range skill. Whoosh. And then something else came off of cooldown, which... But I hit him in the face, and I think my Force Leap came off of cooldown, so I leaped into his face and downed him. And my character had 27 health left. I think I might have hurt their ears in TeamSpeak when I was screaming so loud. It's like, oh my god, we did that! It was funny. But she was the source of my most epic gaming moment ever. Anyway, we also have, if you want to play on the Imperial side, this is my guild mistress for my Imperial guild. She's only a level 16 Sith assassin, but she's light side. The last time I played a Sork, I played Super Dark Side, so this would be different. Actually, let me log her in long enough to get her guild names sorted out. Oh hey, I have mail. You've got mail. Aha. This is the San Diego Comic-Con flare. Delete that mail. And what a flare is, basically. Let me see if you can see. You can't really see it because I got stuff in the way. But it's basically a little thing that goes around your character portrait down here. I currently have a snowflake much like this. Because why not? I am a galactic peacekeeper. And this is my my sky palace on Nar Shaddaa. One thing I dislike about SWTOR is it's so instanced. I mean, there are some open world locations you can go to, but for the most part, it's instanced. Kind of plays like DDO in that regard. And if I really wanted to, I could unlock that and put my character's starship on it. Nar Shaddaa, like Vegas, only not so nice. Anyway, let's go see what other alts I could conceivably play today. So we have my Sith Assassin. Let me log her in to keep her as being in charge of my Sith guild. I always waffle between her and my agent. My agent is of higher rank. Higher level. Hello, everybody. By the way, look at the badass lightsaber this character has. Makes a cool sound. I keep left-clicking on things instead of right-clicking because I was playing DDO for most of the past couple of days. Holy crap. That's a lot of stuff in my inventory. I should probably clean that out someday, but that is not this day. Hello, you. So I have a few dark side characters, like super dark side characters. Why are you following me, dude? Creepy. Creepy. Complete light side. I mainly wanted her so I could use the White Exiles outfit from KOTOR. My gunslinger! Oh man, finally! SWTOR fixed it so that her blue outfit actually shows up as blue on the loading screen. Half the time it would show up in the default colors, and I never figured out why. It was some kind of bug. But they fixed it eventually because I bitched about it in a ticket. She's a smartass. Light side smartass. She married Corso. She married the smartass, egotistical Doc. Actually, a friend of mine, the guy who created the Jedi Knight class, gave me a small present of a completely non-canonical fanfic of Doc going on a one-person adventure for something for her, and it was amazing. It was a Christmas present one year. Okay, so we have my smuggler, who's a gunslinger. We have my kitty cat commando. Here is my agent, my favorite chiss. I played, everybody so far has been light side. She's also been light side. So, interesting playing agent as a light sider. And agent is the most complex class to play. Not in terms of actual fighting gameplay, but to choose which options in the store, because the way Alex Freed wrote this, by the way, Alex Freed is awesome. I got to hang out with him at Celebration in Chicago, and he is just really cool. Alex has also wrote official Star Wars canon, because fun thing is, SWTOR is not officially canon. It is the only Legends property that was created before the invention of the modern canon that's still in active play. It is not officially canon. It doesn't actually matter if it is or isn't. If it is or isn't. But Alex has written the novelization for the Rogue One movie. He wrote a novel to go along with Battlefront 2 called Twilight Company. He also just recently published Alphabet Squadron, about what happens with some various Republic pilots after the Battle of Endor. And one of the major characters in it is General Hera Syndulla from Rebels. And I suspect her and Kanan's son will be in that as well. Ooh, spoilers. If you haven't watched Star Wars Rebels, you don't know how awesome Hera is as a character. Here is my much more tanky trooper. This character is actually the sister of my main. Sort of. Actually, I think this character and this character are sisters. This is like the alternate universe version of my main. Because Kiriana and Jerry are pretty much the same person. This is one of my healers. And I just love that outfit dyed blue. Because I'm an ass, I made a Qui-Gon and an Obi-Wan. Because I am an ass. As you can see, I haven't actually played them much. I have a dark side agent in the wings here. He's gonna be a dick. A complete and utter dick. This is a Sork I was playing with my friends, with the Jungle Queen and her friends Soulbreaker and Kitty Attack Ship. We were playing when JQ was playing SWTOR for a little bit on her channel, but she stopped playing SWTOR, so I stopped. This character, this is on another server, but I just kept the character because I really love this look. This look is badass. I should play her, but This is my Dark Side AF Sith Marauder. Yes, her name is actually Pixie Sticks. And the reason she is named Pixie Sticks is in homage to Concetta Parker, who is agent for James Arnold Taylor and a good friend of mine, who loves glitter and Pixie Sticks. So while this character is evil AF, completely opposite to Concetta, it is an homage because Concetta was the one who told me I should cosplay as a Sith going to my first Star Wars celebration. My bounty hunter, she is a light sider. The fun fact is, I went through the trick that light side, that female, it's only female bounty hunters. You go through a part of the bounty hunter questline on Alderaan, and you're presented with a choice of light side, dark side, or neutral. And if you choose the neutral choice, then you wind up getting the title of Baroness. I'm sorry, gentlemen, you don't get anything. And because I'm a jerk, I always make a character based on Tyrion Fordring from WoW in whatever game I'm playing. And I actually managed to get that actual name. So it makes me funny. My dark side, because originally I was going to play every gender, every class, every spec, every alignment, light side or dark side. And this is my dark side Jedi consular. And he's only level 30. I don't like playing him. This was, back in the day, the Tor Wars Guild was doing a lot of Galactic Starfighter, and so we made alts that our alts names were their actual call signs, and we were the Rancor Squadron. So she was Rancor 4. And I wrote a short story that I sent to Alex as a present. Because she's an agent. That she was an agent from the ISB, Imperial Security Bureau, who was embedded in the squadron. She had earned her role in the squadron legitimately, but she was spying on the rest of the squadron and trying to root out traitors and whatnot. It was actually a fun story. But she's only level 16 because we didn't actually play a lot before they stopped playing Galactic Starfighter. This was actually my first Jedi Sage. I thought Ratataki were cool. And she's nice. She's a Lightsider, of course. Only because I wanted to have a blue Togruta wearing a blue robe. One of my original Sith purebloods. I think I brought her over from another server. I don't remember. And Gooberfish, because I used to refer to Hall Hood, the creator of the Jedi, and the smuggler classes as Captain Gooberfish. And you can have Captain as a smuggler. And he loves smugglers. He's a big Han Solo nerd. So this character actually looks as close to Han Solo as you can get in the game in terms of outfit that I had available. But the appearance is kind of what Hall used to look like. So it was funny. Like, hey, Hall, I'm playing a character who's named after you. And back in the day, they had a few years ago, they had an event called Dark vs. Light, where you could earn certain rewards by playing through content. And one of those was you had to get a character of either class who was who had to have been created specifically for the event. Like, I couldn't take my original main and do this. I had to start with a fresh character on both sides, one on each side, and then go through and play to the then level cap, and then you unlocked a certain tier. So this is the character I did the Alliance, or the Alliance, Jesus, the Republic side with. And this character is the one that I did it with on the Imperial side. She is also a Sith Marauder, but she's light side Sith Marauder. So when Darth Barris was a jackass to her, she was a jackass right back at him. He hated it. So she was a good side, Lightsider. This is Kyrian. He is I am going to ruin you all. He is evil as evil. Yeah, he's just evil. No remorse. He cheerfully got what's-her-face to become, his apprentice, and they got married, and he's only in it for the booty. He doesn't actually love her. I don't think he does. But one thing I really like on his outfit are these little things. I love these little... I don't know what they are, but I just like the design of them. And I don't know why they have glowy bits on their gloves. And that's it. That's my roster of characters. So the question remains, to those of you still surviving in chat, who should I play today? Anybody who's at level 70 cannot level up because that's the current cap. So I'm thinking of anybody who's not level 70. Could actually level up my sniper. So I think probably my choices here would be my assassin here, Lightsider. My light side agent. My dark side agent. about the only ones I really feel like I want to play. Why don't... Hey, Minstrel, how you doing today? Carrion for the win, yep. Carrion's an asshole. I don't know. I think whatever we're going to wind up doing, it's going to be Imperial side, though. Do I have a 70 DPS on Steel Sean? No, I don't. I don't have anybody who's 70 on Steel Sean. Sorry. Uh-oh, wait, we're dyeing her hair blue again. Absolutely. I think my highest level over on Steel Sean that we saw was my level 55. I could play her. Won't take long to get to 70, I know. I kind of feel like playing Imp side today. Let's level up my Sith Assassin here. For a little bit. Maybe we'll switch to my agent a little bit later. Do a little bit of pew pew. Remember playing her on Corellia and was just laying waste to all the Circa people. Alright, let's do it. I don't even remember where the hell I was on this character. The Mask of Revan. Oh, we had just kicked Darth Scotia out of the way, and Zash was promoted Darth Zash. Okay. Well, let's get our butts to Droman Kaz. And it's been so long since I've played my character. I have no idea. Whoa. And I forget, one thing I dislike about SWTOR is the mouse sensitivity is so freaking weird. Oh, don't tell me. Oh, it's an ad. Never mind. Whee! I probably actually should do my my stuff down here. Didn't I just retrait her? I don't even remember where to find my stuff. Oh, let's pick something. Am I allowed to pick something? I have a 0 points available. Oh no, what am I gonna do? Oh, that unlocked, so I was able to pick something. Gotcha. I am hatred, which is really funny because I'm playing light side, so go figure. That's not what I was looking for. Trying to remember how to get what I'm looking for. There we go. Okie dokie. Electrocute, force speed. Heroic moment down there. Mark of power. Overload. Saber strike. Seethe. Shock the monkey. Sprint. Unbreakable will. Death field. Okay, got discharge. Guard. Lacerate. Lightning charge. Don't actually have that. Oh, it's passive. Duh. Mind control. Thrash. I don't have Thrash anywhere. Okay. So I have got my basic skills right there. I'm only level 16. I'll get more skills. Let's go to Drummondcast, the home of the Sith Empire. Oh, hi. Excuse me. In the halls of traitors. One of the biggest quality of life things they ever did in SWTOR was to make it so that your companions were they could be any they could either be any of the three segments of the Holy Trinity. You can have them tank, you can have them heal, you can have them DPS. I think most people, unless they are the healer themselves or want to practice their healing, is they will set them on heal and just go fight things. And yes, this does read Drummondcast in Orabesh. Alright, where are we going? Well, the Mask of Revan is here. It's pretty much side questy. We have a speeder destination there now. I don't think we used to have that. Let's go there.
Enjoy your stay.
Oh, thank you. You're most kind. This game is beautiful. Even though it's starting to show its age a little bit. The dev team is actually really good. I don't know how many are still left. Enough to make a new expansion, though. For the first time, having to actually walk this path and find your way. It's like, where the hell am I going now? So we're gonna ignore all the crafting nodes. We don't. I'm not worried about crafting in this game, because crafting is getting some kind of an overhaul in the next expansion anyway. So calls themselves the top tier characters. Sure, whatever, dude. All right. Remember, I'm nice. Light side choices only. Let's make sure my thing is set correctly. Yeah, one thing that drives me nuts is I keep setting the show conversation alignment gain, and it keeps turning itself off, and I don't know why.
Come, speak with me. Darth Revan appreciated all species of the galaxy, and so do his followers.
I remember when I was like you. I remember my trials and the joy of killing in the Master's name. You're so fortunate.
How often does the Master ask that someone be killed?
The Master doesn't have to ask. He trusts me with that burden of judgment. I'm Ladra, once the personal assassin of a Sith Lord. I am now the serene protector of the Master and his students.
I contemplate Revan's teachings as I execute intruders and heretics. But I also guide initiates and help determine their trials.
Your wisdom must be great, Ladra. Will you share it?
Of course I will. That is how I honor the Master. Every Revanite's initiation includes a trial of the past, a rite to bind the initiate to Revan. Your rite will be very special. You will find the mask of Darth Revan, what he wore after becoming Sith. It's a powerful symbol of his greatness, long lost to us.
Retrieving forgotten lore is my speciality.
Then I'm glad to put your skills to use.
The mask is in a collection of antiquities possessed by my former teacher, the Sith Lord Grafton. It must be freed from that heretic, rescued in a rain of blood and death.
Stealing from a Sith Lord won't be easy to survive.
Revan faced death to achieve greatness, as will you.
Speak to Torun, our curator. He'll give you the spiritual guidance you need and tell you where the mask is. When your journey's done, bring the mask to me. Good luck. Welcome the peace that comes with serving the Master.
Not cult-like in the slightest.
What have we got here? I wasn't expecting a visit from any initiates, but you're welcome to stay and talk, in any case. I'm Torun, devoted servant of the Master and student of Revan. What can I do for you?
Ladra asked me to talk to you.
I should have known. I'm to ritually prepare you for finding Revan's mask, then. It's unnecessary. Ladra's devoted to the Revanites. She's also obsessed with that mask. Says it talks to her. Ladra wants the mask to represent everything Revan ever was, but he wasn't just Sith. Before his rebirth, he was both Sith and Jedi.
Now you've got me interested.
Good. I hoped as much. It's tempting to seek answers in material objects. Ladra will use the mask to teach that Revan was a being of only darkness. I don't want that mask becoming our Order's sole focus. Bring it to me. I'll keep it safe among a few like-minded scholars.
Not sure I want a full-blooded Sith angry with me.
She doesn't need to know what really went on between us. I'm sure Ladra promised a grand reward for the mask. I can't match it, but I can promise your initiation will proceed smoothly. Will you help me preserve the real Revan? Or will you let Ladra overshadow everything with a Sith relic?
I'll bet that mask would look good on me.
I doubt it's in any condition to wear. Still, that would be better than giving it to Ladra. I don't have to tell you to be careful, but may the Force be with you. May it keep you strong and guide your return.
Alrighty. Let's go to where we need to go. So the mask is there. And we need to go to Grathan's estate, which is... Well, we have to go back to the wall. Not to be confused with Pink Floyd's The Wall. However, there's one very interesting NPC there.
Have a safe and pleasant
The
stay.
only NPC in the game that I'm aware of that uses a Welsh accent. All the other Imperials are more received pronunciation, the Ponzi Git English accents, or they will be the Cockney wannabe accents, depending on whether they're an officer or not an officer. Alright. Let us go find our person. Tenval, stop being a jerk. And there are other quests here. I'm not going to do them because I am a subscriber and it's double bonus weekend. So kind of don't have to do the side quests at all. This is the guy, Captain Bryn.
Shh. Can't be seen. Can't be heard. Sensitive business, this. Dangerous man, Lord Grathan.
Anyway. Let's avoid the bad guys. Surprisingly, they haven't actually aggroed on me. There I am gonna go see though is if there's any kind of bonus here. Well, apparently there's no bonus for killing all the dudes. Sometimes there are, like you start killing the enemy and all of a sudden you can and you have to remember I do have stealth. And it's purple. I don't think it used to be purple. I think the stealth color used to be like a blue. Sneaking? What are you doing? Sneaking! Cam? Hello, Cam? There you go. So later tonight, I will probably be hanging out in Sapiens' channel. Because he did tell me he expected to be streaming again later tonight. When he gets back from LA. Just kill these dudes. Zorch. And SWTOR does a bit of level scaling, depending on what you're doing. Kim Val is unimpressed. No, too easy. And that mask is like 300 years old by this time. Right now we're doing this content on level. One thing I dislike about SWTOR is its looting procedures. I'm gonna sneak right on out. And that is, if you kill a mob, you may or may not get loot at all. However, if you kill a higher level mob, like a rare or a signature or whatever, you still may not get loot. Well, you will get guaranteed loot, but it can still be shitty loot. One thing SWTOR does is it color codes the little glowy bit that tells you that you got loot, the little poof of light. But when it does that, it starts with like a cyan color, which kind of throws me off because we know cyan is generally the second to the greatest color in gearing and loot in LOTRO. Then it goes to a green, then it goes to a bright blue, which is sometimes hard to distinguish against the cyan. Oh hey, when did I get this? That was a while ago. Interesting sound though. Rude! But part of the problem is there's no guaranteed good loot. From killing like an elite or something. Like you could kill a champion, like equivalent to a world boss, and the spike of color may still only be green. I've seen it just be the gray loot reward cyan before. I'm like, what the hell? Never understood that. And they've never really addressed it either. It's kind of like Hobbit presents in LOTRO. It's like, yeah, you're getting something for free, but it's not necessarily going to be good. Okay, so return to Ladra or Tarun. I believe Ladra will be the dark side choice, so we're not going to choose that one. So what are you all up to this weekend? I know, Wayward is thinking of kitty cats. I've resisted the urge to devour you for now. Ken Val always says these weird-ass things, so... Alright.
By the stars, you made it back.
Mm-hmm.
Did you find the Mask of Revan? Tell me you didn't let Ladra have it. She is mad. And you know it.
Yep. Light side choice.
I decided to bring the mask to you.
You have it? That's wonderful. So that really is the mask of Darth Revan? Didn't think it would look so real somehow.
Touch it. The strength of the Force is tangible.
I can almost feel Revan's power. It's dark power. Understandable that Ladra was so obsessed with it. But then, that's exactly why the rest of the Order doesn't need to see it. The darkness was a part of Revan, but only a part.
Isn't the whole point of this order to understand everything about Revan?
The point is to discover who Revan was and what made Revan powerful. The dark and the light. I'll tell the others here that you completed the trial of the past. No one will argue. You're not a Revanite yet, but you're one step closer. Now I have some explanations to make to Ladra. Wish me luck.
Okie dokie. Now this is actually a side quest that you don't have to do, but they're purple. One thing I really do like about SWTOR is how they identify quests in their quest log. As you can see, I've got the ones that are purple. These are your epic quest lines and basically the important ones. And the reason they flagged these side quests about Revan as important is because it helps you understand like half of the game. Because half of the game is up to the Shadows of Revan content. What the Revanites are up to. Like, you learn here what the pubs don't get this, which is kind of sad. They don't know anything about Revan until they get to the Shadows of Revan expansion. But the imps do, and it's really cool. I mean, you get to learn some. I mean, there's flashpoints and whatever that Revan's story is like the sequel to Knights of the Old Republic and, you know, the Sith Lords games by BioWare and Obsidian come through. But this game actually wraps up the story of Revan, which is why, from our understanding, is that Lucasfilm is developing a Knights of the Old Republic TV series or movie or something. I think it's a TV series. And I hope to God they don't even touch the Revan story for two reasons. One, the Revan fanboys, who will hate it no matter what. I mean, they'll love the fact that Revan will be officially canon again. But there's no way that Lucasfilm can even hope to dream to make those people happy. And I'm not talking about the folks who like the character of Revan. I'm talking about the ones who are super fanatic about the character of Revan. Like, the ones who formed a brigade and trolled and basically started a hate campaign against Pablo Hidalgo on Twitter. Like, he can't say anything about the Lucasfilm decision to set aside the entire expanded universe and restart the continuity. And just say, okay, the movies, the Clone Wars CGI cartoon, and these few things that are starting up now, and just basically going back, and basically not including Revan as a folk. They have fixated on the character of Revan far too much. And so there's actually a bunch of them that were like completely shitty on Twitter, and I just blocked the crap out of them. Anyway. Hey, I know who Revan was. I haven't actually... I mean, I'm not disputing his importance. My thing is, I don't think there's any way that Lucasfilm could ever come close to pleasing that segment of the fandom. So I sure as hell hope they just come up with a new story. I don't want them to... Because we already know what the story of Revan is. We've seen it. I don't want them to do the Disney remakes, the Lion King in live action, like they're doing with all their old Disney movies. The cartoons are perfectly fine. Why redo them as a live action movie? I don't want them to do that to Revan. I want Revan to stay in the video games. Or Andrew Karpyshyn's novels, which were actually really good. Okay. Alright. Anyway. Next.
More initiates. The compound's getting less secure all the time. Still, I suppose the Master knows what he's doing. And if you can follow the ways of Revan, we'll judge your worth.
What ways are you talking about?
Revan didn't work alone. Revan had allies, all walks of life. We're no different. You want to join us? You need to face the men and women who got here first and who've proved that they're loyal to the Master.
I'm sure they'll find me an obedient student.
You need to show those in the Master's inner circle that you understand Revan's teachings. They'll ask questions. You'll answer. If they're not satisfied, they'll abandon the test of wisdom and begin your test of strength. Revan didn't suffer the weak.
I'd expect nothing less. I'll do what's needed.
I'm glad to hear that. Your pilgrimage starts in the jungle. You'll find your first guide there. He'll determine whether you're worth sending on to the rest. Be ready for anything, Initiate. The jungle's dangerous, and so are the true Revanites.
Pick one, anyone. Neither of these do me any good, so pick one anyway. Ding! Easy ding. Okay. Holy Christmas, I didn't realize my bags were this full. Or I looked and had forgotten. This is all the kinds of crap you pick. Oh, right, this was a bank character, that's why. Duh. Anyway, these gloves. You see these gloves? I mean, they're blue. I mean, you can see them as blue. But, my first Sith costume, my only Sith costume, the pattern of those gloves is pretty much what I used. So. Yeah, the story of Revan is... I'm not disputing the importance of the story of Revan at all. The main thing is... the fanboys kind of piss me off. Where did I get this? Nice. I like this sound. Some speeders are like, why are you flying this speeder? Perpetually carrying 11 slots of liquor and 12 slots of fireworks. You're ahead of the inventory management game. Yeah. Well, this character is the one that I used to use, was one of the two that I used most often when I was playing the cartel market plus the auction house, the GTN, and getting a crap ton of money. How much money do I actually have? 4 million credits. Not so bad. I think I put most of it into the guild bank. No, I don't even have a guild bank. I'm a cheapskate.
So, you have come. You who would join the Order of...
I used to play on a Star Wars mush where my character is Padawan. Well, my character was a Padawan and her master was this guy.
What do you say to me?
Morin Dakas. I've come to prove myself worthy.
Very well. Then listen. For decades I have served the Master. He found me when I was a lava and saw that I was strong in the Force. Against the Empire's traditions he trained me. This is the way of Revan. To teach all species the path to power.
Your master is brave to defy tradition that way. Brave or a fool.
He is not a fool. Now you will answer a question. And you will answer well, or face the claws of my pets. Why do you think Revan trained aliens in the ways of the Sith? Why did Revan offer power to all Seekers?
Revan knew that servants are more useful when they're powerful.
You answer well. You answer wisely. You speak like a true Revanite. You may proceed on your pilgrimage and seek worth in the eyes of another.
Any suggestions on how to deal with this guide?
No. You will do this on your own. Seek the mercenary called SWTOR as she teaches her soldiers. Then shall your trial continue.
Alright, off to the next one. This is known as taking a shortcut. Excuse me. Oops, I upset... Oh, hello. Oh, wait. I'm supposed to be down that... Oh, crumbs. Come on, jump. Oh, stop it. Well, now we know what we need to do. Let's go kill some animals on the way. Okay, these aren't gonna help. Let's go find some more critters. Not sure I'm a big fan of the of this spec. Not sure about it.
Klaus.
Well, it's not the tanky spec. This is the tanky spec. I don't want to use the tanky spec. Eh. Why don't you go away when I hit escape? I don't know. Need to get up there. SWTOR, much like Lotro, has no real swimming mechanic. Can I find some more critters to kill? I'm sure they've respawned up here. I've learned it's always wiser to complete the side quests for these things first. Because you never know. These guys don't count. You do. And you do as well. The Sith Assassin is one of the classes they're currently testing on PTR right now, PTS. And of course there's the usual consternation. It's like, oh my god, they're only testing Imperial classes this time. Oh my god. It's like, this isn't the same where they got Imperial bias. Like, you know, Blizzard clearly has Horde bias. Alright, let's go to our actual person that we need to talk to. Vroom. Though to be fair, there is a Darth Malgus statue in BioWare's lobby. Oh, sure. Now you all respond. The Far Clan. But they're Mandalorians!
Shocking. Have some of the men head into the city. They've earned a break from training.
Yes, Commander.
It's good to see you alive. Not everyone makes it past Morin. Raymond contacted me from the base. Said you wanted to join our society. Is it true?
It's true. I'm seeking the approval of the Inner Circle.
I'm called SWTOR. I teach these mercenaries how to fight. My service to the Master is a matter of honor. Centuries ago, my clan fought Revan when we invaded the Republic with the rest of the Mandalorians. It was our privilege to battle Jedi. We lost the war over Malchor 5, but that was a privilege too. It's out of respect for Revan that I agreed to join the Master.
I see what you're saying.
I serve the Order to ensure Revan's name isn't forgotten. Revan was a warrior, a leader, and deserves to be remembered. Since you're not bound by honor, how do I know you won't sully the Dark Lord's memory? What can you do for the Order in Revan's name?
I can fight. I'll battle the Order's enemies wherever there's need.
Good. But I need proof of that. I sent out a squad of clansmen to hunt the local wildlife. They're camped nearby. Defeat them, or get yourself killed. And don't worry. Talking here will make sure they know you're coming.
Yes, Commander.
Okie dokie, those Mandos we saw earlier, it's time to kill some of them. Will you move your damn ass? I'm gonna go get my loot. I don't think I'm getting loot out of this guy. Let's see if I can get it from... Yeah, I don't think I'm getting that loot. It's crappy loot anyway, so who cares? Alright, come on, let's go kill some more of them. Why is the camp empty? Because other people are doing the same ass crashed. Oh, hi. I mean, at this level, I really don't need to, you know, go into stealth and kill things. Hi. See, that was easy. Vroom. Oh. There we go. I got my loot! So any bodies of water that you can get to are automatically shallow enough that you won't have to even... There's no swimming mechanic in this game at all.
Revan earned the respect of my grandfathers
Or animation, for that
by
matter.
defeating them in battle. Now you've earned mine. You're not Revan. Not yet, at least. But you're something. You've got my approval to join the Order.
It's an honor.
You'll need to talk to one more person before you head back to the compound. Find Major Pathel. He oversees security on the wall.
This is the one that's actually kind of fun.
I'll be there in but a moment.
Glory to Mandalore, and glory to our Master.
Yeah, just wait till the Mandalore finds out about that. She won't be very happy. I'm gonna take the scenic route on this one. Actually, I'm taking the scenic route away from it. Oops. Excuse me, little program droid. Droid, whatever. So one thing I do like about this game that doesn't happen in even WoW is if somebody else taps the boss and you're not going to get loot from it, their nameplate turns gray, so you don't have to click on them to see like a nameplate in the corner. You get to see it right there in the middle of the screen. Now this guy's fun. I like this guy.
Come on over. There's nothing to trouble us here, and we can speak freely. I made you Pathel at your service. It's always wonderful to meet new initiates. The Order of Revan needs all the dedicated young people it can get.
You're awfully cheerful, aren't you?
A necessary precondition of living on the wall, I think. To keep healthy out here, one needs spirit. I don't know how your other meetings went, but I like to conduct these interviews informally. No point making your life difficult, eh? Quite a few initiates, young officers, acolytes, and the like, think our secret society will help them become Morphs or Dark Lords. You're not like that, I presume?
The Order of Revan intrigues me, but I don't need it to get what I want.
You're ambitious. That's a fine trait. Don't let it get the better of you, though. Not every initiate realizes that advancement in the Revanites does not guarantee advancement in the Empire, nor how dangerous being a Revanite really is. The Dark Council seeks to root us out. So, how do we respond? How do we answer the Empire's accusations of heresy?
We move secretly. We manipulate those in power.
Exactly. We work in the shadows to reform the Empire, but we don't betray its ideals. That's all I needed to make my judgment. I'm going to send a message to the compound. Raymond will be waiting for you.
Does this mean my trial's done?
Well, that's not for me to say, but I have a good feeling about you. Journey safely, and be proud to be a part of the Order of Revan.
That guy was too damn cheerful. Naughty burrito? How can a burrito be naughty, or was it simply used to be naughty? And then that makes one wonder what was done with the burrito. I think I just grossed myself out. Alright. Let's go back to... Actually, before we do that, we're going to do a map completion thing right here. So I got everything else on the map cleared out except this area and that area, so I might as well complete it while I'm here. Won't take long. This actually was the first cool speeder I ever got in the game. There we go. Open. So probably it's already 7 o'clock. Probably gonna stream until 8 was my plan. 8:30 maybe at the latest. And then I'll go make supper. Tonight supper will be chicken wings. I'm gonna stick them in a deep fryer. Alright, now we can go.
Ready for departure.
Let's go talk to the Revanites. Let's go talk to the Revanites. One thing I do like about this game is the fact that you don't have to deal with food. And you can heal up as long as you're out of combat. You can heal to full, so you don't... I mean, there are health pots, for example, and, you know, booster pots that will help boost various skills or whatever. But you don't have to. I mean, you can just do this. This class seethes to regain, and it just fills up your 2 bars here to full. You do have a buff that you can every 60 second buff, or I'm sorry, 60 minute buff, and that just increases some things for. This is the one specifically for my class. However, if you have completed up to level 50 or completed chapter 3 on, or is it chapter 2? I think it's chapter 2 actually. On any other class on the same server, you get that class's thing. And I don't think it matters if you get all 4 of them on the same faction. You can do, like, the Jedi Consular one counts the same as the Sith Inquisitor one, so it doesn't matter. But, time to renew the buffs. Hi.
So you finished the pilgrimage. Not bad. I don't know what happened out there. It's none of my business. But the Inner Circle approves of your initiation.
How often do initiates fail?
Honestly? If you can survive the pilgrimage, you're probably a worthy initiate. But a lot of initiates don't survive at all. You did good in this trial. Now you'll have to find someone else to show you the next stage of the journey.
Excellent. My initiation will be over soon.
Good luck. Every step brings you closer to the Master.
Nice. Next!
Well, you really made it, didn't you? I've been hearing a lot about your progress, hearing about your trials. Your initiation has not been an easy one, but you've met the challenge and showed you can walk Revan's path. Now you may undergo the final rite.
Is this where I speak to the Master?
Yes, you've earned your audience. The Master will complete your lessons, and you'll be welcomed as a full member of the Order of Revan. This is a great privilege. The Master reveals himself to no one outside the Order.
Where do I find him?
You may go to the Master in his chamber. He will be waiting for you. Listen to him, obey him. Through the Master, you will know the path of Revan.
Next one over. Here we go. The truth will out.
You who have died and been reborn, stand before me now. You who have reclaimed the ancient past, stand before me now. You who have demonstrated power and wisdom to my followers, look upon the Master of the Order of Revan.
What's this all about? I don't understand.
This is the end of your initiation and the beginning of your true journey. You will walk the path of Revan forevermore. The enemies of the Order will force you to move in shadows. But we shall keep your secrets safe, as you shall keep ours.
The time for subterfuge is over. Know me for who I am.
I thought the Master was a man.
The ruse serves its purpose. Besides, it felt appropriate. Revan's own gender is unclear in many of our records. I apologize for the deception and for not meeting you sooner. But you must know how badly the Dark Council wants me dead. The Order of Revan threatens everything the Dark Council prizes.
What makes the Order such a threat?
Revan came to Drummond Castle after being reborn. Some believe Revan died at the hands of our Emperor. I believe otherwise. I believe Revan overthrew the Emperor and has sat secretly on the throne for 3 centuries. Aside from our Order, only the Dark Council knows the truth.
You really think Revan replaced the Emperor?
I do. It's the only way the puzzle pieces fit. I have heard whispers in the Citadel. For decades, the Emperor has been in seclusion. The Dark Council no longer speaks with him. The only explanation is this. The Dark Council betrayed their leader and locked Emperor Revan away, seizing power for themselves. They seek to silence us because we know.
We shouldn't let them get away with this.
We won't. It will take many years to free the Emperor, however, and first I need your help on a different matter. My agents tell me that you met with a Sith named Sandor, a man who seeks to destroy the Revanites. End his threat. Go to Sandor and tell him that you met the Revanite leader. Tell him that the leader is his own master, Darth Charnas.
And the apprentice shall destroy the master.
So it must be. I obtained this Sith amulet from Charnas. Give it to Sandor. He'll believe you stole it from his master while among the Revanites. They will turn against each other. And this is done, though. When you've spoken to Sandor, you cannot return here.
If that is your will, Master, then I obey.
Sandor must never suspect your true allegiance. You must walk the path of Revan on your own. The path to power. The path neither Jedi nor Sith. May the Force be with you. May it make you strong.
Okay then.
Welcome. Please select an available travel room.
Well, I hate to tell her, but she's wrong. Oh well. She is so wrong. It's funny. Definitely a beautiful planet. It would be nice to have seen like Lotro created with this sort of shading technology, though their shadows aren't that awesome. Their lighting is abysmal in places. So is the Sith a good guy in this game? No. One thing about this game is you can play your character either light side or dark side. Or a mixture of both. Because you have your alignment thing here, and you can play quests and go through the content in a number of ways to make it however you like. I'm playing this Sith Inquisitor as a light sider just for giggles. Okay, where do I need to go? Oh, I was supposed to go back to Sandor. Well, durr.
Destination.
Back to Sandor on the wall. Where was Sandor again?
Enjoy your stay.
Sandor is way down here. Okay.
Ready for departure.
Shush you. Rawr. I actually have one of these as a speeder, but not this exact model. I have one that's like a Corellian police speeder. Has a little light that circles around. It's really cool. One thing about playing SWTOR, it takes a hell of a lot longer to level up if you don't space through the cutscenes. And normally I kind of would space through them because I have seen them a lot. But I haven't seen them in so long that it's still kind of, you know, it's like, yeah, I think I'll listen to the whole thing again. Plus, some of you here may not be familiar with this game too much. That's the person we need to talk to. Story arc Truman Cos. Hi.
A clever slave turned master. You return from having your ears filled with lies by the Revenites. I do not envy you the experience. Tell me now, did you find what we need? Did you see the face of the leader?
Okay, dark side is to betray her. Light side is to stay with her. And it's interesting that the light side choice would involve lying, wouldn't it? But, you know, here we go.
It was a man. I couldn't learn his name, but he wore this amulet.
Oh, perhaps that will be enough. A symbol of rank or affiliation or... This. I know this amulet. How did you obtain it?
I don't need to tell you the story. You can figure it out.
This is the amulet of my master Darth Charnas, taken from the Order of Revan. Speak to no one of this. I will deal with my master myself.
I'll leave you to it then.
Take your payment for my own keepings. It is all I can offer you without alerting Darth Charnas. Leave now. We cannot be seen together any longer, and I have much to do.
May the Order of Revan soon be destroyed, along with all the enemies of the Empire.
Yes. Death to all who oppose us.
Ding, 18. Okay, no more purple quests. Well, the reason I had gone back to Cos City was because this guy used to be parked like right here, and they had moved him back here a while ago. So we're gonna go here.
Destination?
Actually, we don't need to. We can go here.
Enjoy your stay.
We can do that. I got a nice pile of titles I can use. I'm playing with my flare because she can. I like the Snowtacular one, it amuses me. And I have a legacy subtitle that I can use. And you get these for completing certain things. All these ones here, you can't see them because they're behind my head. But all the ones that end in the word Victor came from the Dark vs. Light thing. And they did actually, folks were asking about the Dark vs. Light, the Dark vs. Light event, if they'd ever bring it back. And they said they probably wouldn't, but they would look into the possibility of bringing some of the quests back. Or not quests, but some of the reward. Find a way to get some of the rewards out to people. Whee! There's another heroic area down there that you can mess with if you wanted to. Ah, we forgot something. Exploration deeds! SWTOR folks know about exploration deeds. And this is a heroic area down in this little pit, so we're not going to go down into the pit. I'm just going to get the exploration thing. There we go. So that thing that's glowing up there is called a datacron. And ship on fire. And the only way to get to it is a jumping puzzle from up there, and then you come down there. But datacrons these days are account wide. So if you've already opened one on an alt, you can still get it here. This is part of the heroic area. Let's not be here. Okay, get up there. And the sound that the datacrons make is damnable because it's really like a lot of times you can hear it, and it annoys you because it's like the buzzing of a fly. It's like you can hear it, but you can't get to it. It's been so long since I've actually had to take a character through this. I think through that cave I just saw up there is where I need to go. I'm really rusty on this. So next week, Monday will be more job applications to be put in. Tuesday, more job applications to be put in. Wednesday, more of the same. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday are going to be devoted to Gen Con in some fashion or other. I may not go Thursday itself. I do have tickets for one event. Now these guys are actually a quest thing. But since I don't have the quest, I'm not going to worry about them. It's like one of those planetary quests. Yeah. Zoom. I'm not sure what time I'll be coming back. I'm really currently debating how many days I'll stay in Indianapolis itself, because one of the things is I could conceivably just drive up on Friday and then just spend Friday night in a hotel and keep it on the cheap. We friends now?
Ready for departure.
We are friends now.
Enjoy your stay.
Thank you. Or... yeah, it's also equally likely that I might stay. There we go. That should have opened up the entire map. Unless there's something in there that I missed, which is a possibility. It mainly depends on the money situation, because I'm coming to the end of my severance with Spectrum. It's going to mainly be dependent upon whether I get paid next week or not. Get my final set, because they weren't exactly certain. I think my final severance check is coming this upcoming week, and I have planned around if they try to screw me out of it. You never know. No, that's never happened before. So I have things socketed away on the assumption that I'm not getting that extra check and playing it safe. On the other hand, I do have something coming in, cashing out one of the benefits that I had with Spectrum.
Do you require medical attention?
It's all junk. Alright. Don't need that. I forgot I had one of those.
Be well.
Well, let's fire that up. It's like, why wasn't I leveling as fast as I thought I would? Because I forgot to turn on the XP booster. Duh. Now we're going to see some XP boosting going on for the rest of the show. And that doesn't time out or count down while you're logged out. So that's helpful. How dare you force shove me? I never really looked into it. Oh, there's like cracked roof and everything. All the purples and greens. One of the problems that they always had is when they made their stuff, I mean, they have the tooltips that will spell out in words that you have to be on the appropriate mission and the right class to go in. But they relied too much on the red and green color coding of the walls. Okay, we gotta go up the stairs. And then the visually impaired community were like, excuse us, BioWare, what you doing? Somebody else doing their own class quest. Somebody else doing theirs as well. So there. I earned conquest points. I didn't know you could do that. Unless you're at level cap. How many conquest points I have? By the way, legacy. Look at this mess. At least my legacy rep is pretty good. You have unlocks that you can get for your various classes. So I haven't completed my entire conversations with the Sith Inquisitor yet. I thought I had. I've done it for the Warrior. I've done all but one for the Jedi Consular. Well, I should probably do that. Oh, I haven't played a consular to level cap yet. That's why. These are the classes that I have played. I don't really like Zabrak for the most part, and Mirialin never really picks a green, not blue, and Miraluka. You can buy things either with cartel coins, which is basically mithril coins, or you can spend in-game money for it. This one would actually be pretty good. If I had any characters to command rank 300. Which I don't. As I mentioned, datacrons are account-wide now, which is very nice. Because some of these are freaking evil to get to. As you can see, I haven't really done a lot with datacrons. Got the ones on Balmora on both sides. Only got one on Alderaan. I've really never made... I think this is the one that's on Fleet, which nobody ever... And the thing is, if you unlock the datacron, it gets you something. Like Endurance, Mastery, Presence. They're just character boost stats, you know. Some of them are fairly easy to get, some of them are not. Then you got achievements you can get based on class, based on doing anything in the Dark versus Light thing that's ongoing. Doing the flashpoints. Doing some PvP. As you can see, I have actually done some PvP. I'm just saying. How much crap you put in your stronghold. Yeah, the Dark versus Light event. This was the old event that is no more. And I got all but the very last level, and that actually... Whoops. Hi. That basically required you to do a bunch of group content. Like, not just Flashpoint content, but actual operations, which are raids. And you can't do raids in this game without an actual raid. You can't solo raids in this game. Okay. Let's go back into that, because I wasn't done looking at it. You will devour me in your dreams there, buddy. As you can see, I really haven't done most of the monthly, the ones that come out like once a month. The Bonnie, they have like an event every month or whatever. I don't bother with a lot of that stuff. Relics of Greed was the one I liked the most. It was fun, but there really isn't much to do with it. See, operations, you can only see I've only done 2 of them. Location, this is your doing your chapters and exploring all of the things. Killing all the world bosses. I haven't found all the fleet datacrons, so... I think my alt... I'm not even sure what my main's command rank is. Did the currency one. Feats of strength. Yeah, that's a campaign nobody can get anymore. Okay, so here we are. In terms of leveling, the only classes I haven't gotten to full cap is Bounty Hunter, Agent, and I've done all the other ones. So I probably should have played either a Bounty Hunter or my Agent. Go figure. Level 65, level 65, level 70, level 70. Well, you know, I've got a whole month to do it, so that's probably what I'm going to do, work on next in SWTOR is get those. I might actually switch, well, it's getting too late for that. Let's keep playing this character for tonight. But I think in my next game session we'll probably be playing the Bounty Hunter. Because I do want to save the Agent for last, simply because I love the Agent, and I want to... Bounty Hunter was always my least favorite class, because I am not a fan of Boba Fett. And this makes absolutely no sense if we're blood of my blood. Because he does not have Leku. I'm slightly Twi'lek and he's not.
You seem as if you were expecting me.
You don't know me. Has our family fallen so far that the daughter of my daughters does not know the name of Kalik, the name so long revered in the annals of the Sith?
Nope.
You are my descendant. By how many generations I do not know. But know this. Your strength in the Force has awakened me from my stupor.
I thought I was crazy.
Do not mock me, child. You do not even begin to understand who you are dealing with. When the weaklings of this planet trespassed my tomb, I rose, resuming my former life. This temple became my kingdom, and I was once more a lord of the Sith. But when you first grasped the hilt of your lightsaber, I knew my hour had come and gone, that your strength, not mine, would return our family to glory.
But I'm a former slave.
That is my shame. I was once one of the greatest lords of the Sith. If I had been wiser, I could have secured my family's greatness. But I let down my guard and was betrayed by a man called Tulak Hord, whom I trusted as a friend.
Die places Amin's Waiheis fools. Kawan tidak seek from Tauhans.
Ha! Your master is dead, beast. You serve the child of Kalik now. Flesh of my flesh, you should teach your servant to obey.
I defeated him once. I can control him.
Such confidence, such pride. In restoring our bloodline to glory, you must not make the same mistake. Treachery is the Sith's endless game. You must win it.
Don't worry about me.
Beware your master. Beware your apprentice. Never be taken by surprise. Do these things, and you will be unstoppable. But you have not come to see me. You have come for the artifact I managed to wrest from Tulak Hord before he died. Take the artifact, but be careful. I know not what it does. Only that betrayal follows it everywhere.
When betrayal shows up, I'll kill it.
If only all things were so simple. Keep your eyes open. I hunger for the day when our power will be restored. We will meet again.
Alrighty, let's go take the thing. That's a little tomb robbing amongst family. Datacron. Holocron in this case. And suddenly it fell into nothingness. Uh-oh, what's Zash want?
Apprentice, do you have the artifact yet?
What do you think?
Of course. Brilliant. Magnificent. Hurry back to Scotia's, I mean, my chambers. I cannot wait to see this artifact. And I have a surprise for you.
I'll see you in Scotia's chambers shortly.
Good. Good. Oh, I can't wait.
Alright. One of the cool things. Quick travel! Wait, where are we going? We can go there. No, she's in... No, she is here. She's in the Sith Sanctum. Quick travel for the win. Dark rulers of the bedroom. Okay then. High opinion of themselves. You have new mail! I'll get it in a minute.
Teufel atraus.
Hey!
Fantastic, apprentice. You're just in time for my surprise. Since you left for the Dark Temple, I've been reading and reading and reading. Scotia's chambers are a treasure trove of research. Now, who would have thought a man like that had such a curious intellect? It almost makes me regret that we had to kill him. But let me see this wonderful artifact you found.
You mentioned you had something for me.
Indeed I did. And I'll get to it in a moment. But tell me, how did you manage to pacify the apparition?
Apparently, he was my ancestor.
Remarkable. A slave's lost ancestor turns up in the Dark Temple. And I sense your incredible destiny doesn't stop there. I've been studying Tulak Hord's artifacts closely for some time, and one glance at this one you've brought back confirms everything I've suspected. These artifacts will change everything, apprentice. You especially. They will make you more powerful than you could imagine. I have foreseen it.
What do the artifacts do exactly?
This artifact is one of 5 that together describe a peculiar ritual used by the great Tulak Hord when he conquered the Drummond system. Until I have all the artifacts, I cannot understand the full nature of the ritual, but I have foreseen that you alone will wield the ritual's power. The artifacts are scattered across the galaxy, some hidden by Tulak Hord himself, and some wrenched from his hands by betrayers. Documents and Scotia's effects point to Balmora and Nar Shaddaa, but I will need to do more research to locate the other 2.
What do I do to get there?
Ah, yes. That brings me to my surprise. If you're going to find these artifacts, you'll need a ship, and so I have ordered you one. All you need to do is pick it up.
For me? You're too kind.
Yes, you've earned it. You'll find your ship at the spaceport. Then the galaxy is yours to explore. Don't forget to contact me when you reach each planet for more information on the artifacts' locations. Good luck and good hunting.
Ababarn habens, kalau bena, ni in usakwai, usiterens abibao.
And we get a new lightsaber! It's still not as good as the one I got now. Really plain? How about this one? Chunky. Doesn't matter which one I take. It really doesn't, because I'm not going to use them. Okay, let's go. And we got a lot of XP out of that one, because I have my booster on now. Proper like. Rocket boots! These rocket boots are awesome. Let's stop at the mail. Presents from the Revenites. Why did they do what? I missed a question.
Ready for departure. Enjoy your stay.
Let's go to the speeder port. Well, actually, let's go to the spaceport. It's time to blow this popsicle stand. So, the question is, should I continue playing my Sith here real quick, or should I switch over to my bounty hunter and get her some leveling done? I think maybe I'll do a little bit of bounty hunting. It'll entertain for about a half hour or so. That way I'll have a 3-hour stream. Or at least I'll just get her ready, because actually I'm kind of thinking I want to ditch at 8 so I can make supper and not still be eating by 9. Because I was actually intending to stream at 5, but then I was helping somebody out with something in Locho real quick. I'm getting my daily dice done in DDO. I might actually later this evening go in and finally do my true reincarnate on my main in DDO. Somebody's trying to name their character Flatulence. Nice. Okay. I think y'all should see the sexiest ship in the game. Check this out. Oh yeah. This is one of the 3 ship-based Lego sets that they ever made for SWTOR. I have all 3 of them. One of the places that the game actually used music straight from the movies. So the ship is used by both Sith classes, just as the Republic Defender is used by both Jedi classes. One of the other 4 classes, the Trooper, Bounty Hunter, Smuggler, and Agent, get different ships. Alright.
Greetings. I am 2VR8, factotum droid for this vessel. You must be my new master. Gentle, kind new master.
What are you? My personal entertainer? Do you perform tricks?
Not as such, master. I would be willing to learn tricks if it pleases you, however. I am programmed for a wide array of tasks, including but not limited to meal preparation, ship maintenance, janitorial duty, and etiquette. Welcome aboard this Fury-class Imperial Interceptor, a versatile craft combining a starfighter's maneuverability with armament to rival larger military vessels. You'll find all of the standard amenities, including your own private captain's locker for storing valuables. The astrogation console contains a constantly updated map of the known galaxy. Interstellar communications are accessed via the ship's holoterminal. Priority alerts that you may find useful are available from the Imperial HoloNet console. Lastly, the ship's intercom will inform your crew that you wish to issue new orders. Any questions, Master?
I have a mission to complete. Time to see what this ship can do.
Thank goodness you aren't deactivating me. I mean, good luck. I regret I am unable to offer you combat support, Master. Frankly, my chassis couldn't withstand the stress. However, should any errands arise that are beneath your superior status, please do not hesitate to call upon me. I function to serve you. Whenever you are ready to depart, consult the galaxy map on your bridge. It will program the proper astrogation coordinates and activate the engines.
But yet, he's wearing a gun. Some more conquest points. Alrighty. So what we have is Kemval skulking in here. Nope, Treek! Treek the Ewok, who is not officially named Ewok in the game, nor is her home of the forest moon of Endor named explicitly. Again, it's that whole not really being canon thing. But anyway, let's go. Let's see what my two class things. This is level 20. This is level 18. So Belmore should be next. Belmore is depressing. Let's go take a look at our bank in the corner. This is all the crap I have in my bank. I clean that out. Ooh, I still need to sell all that crap on the auction house. And this is all my stuff. By the way, you two can have a cooler version of Kylo Ren's saber. Yeah. Here's the other one. And this is the dual saber version of it. It's like, yeah, you too can murder yourself with this thing because it's got the two little thingies, the canards, which can't be really. And you can change the color of the crystal. Like you can put a color crystal in here and it'll tell you what it looks like. So let's just say, alright. Hey, when could they do that? I didn't know you could do that. That's new! Or maybe it was always there and I just never noticed. And is it me? Did they actually put, I think they put new stuff in here. And they definitely changed some of the backdrops for some of these costumes, because they all used to just look like this. It's just this plain yellow, and then some of them they gave more interesting backdrops for them. Like the Dathomir Shaman one. They're generally pretty good about putting armor sets from the old games. Like Exar Kun was from the comic books. Malek from Knights of the Old Republic, Korea from Knights of the Old Republic 2, Jarael from the comic book, Mandalore from the comic book. I was looking to see if they put anything new in here. I've seen all these before. I killed her and took her armor. It was amazing. She's a bitch. Bastila Shan. The last handmaiden from KOTOR 2, I think. Now, they can't mention stuff from the movies explicitly. What they can do is put something from the movies in the game and then call it something else. Let's see if I can find one example of that. This is an armor set. Why is it in the mounts? I'm very confused. You look at color crystals. Why? Because color crystals are cool. They haven't really added anything new. This is the new Hollow Shield armor set that they're promoting. It's like, whatevs. Kind of like that one. This one looks pretty cool. I like that one. And you can preview it. I kind of like that set. And you can plop a die pack in here just to see what it looks like. If you had one handy, which I don't. Sometimes it is a bit awkward trying to get through these to see what's, to get through the various screens. Oh, speaking of armor sets that are based on something that have to be named something else, this is the Reclusive Masters armor set. This is totally the Luke Skywalker set from the sequels. Look at it. Now here's the thing: is you get these, and it's a cloak. It's not a robe. I like you got a canteen there, but this is basically to hint at Luke. It's totally supposed to be Skywalker, even though it's a cape instead of a robe. That's hilarious. But yeah, they have a set that looks like Qui-Gon's armor or outfit. They have one that looks like Obi-Wan when he was in the prequels. They have one that's Obi-Wan from the Clone Wars. No, they have Obi-Wan from the prequels and they have Obi-Wan from A New Hope. Let's go see if I can find those. Actually, I didn't want the cartel market. So this is on sale right now. I'm never going to buy one. I like this though. This isn't so bad. I hate that. I really hate that. You can buy weapon turn. Hey Ogre, how you doing, sir? The new cannon. Now you can buy stuff straight from the cartel market, or you can buy it from the Galactic Trading Network. It's on the GTN. It's almost certainly to be fucking expensive. You can buy hyper crates. You can buy mounts. You can buy this new gear. You two can look like somebody at the beach. So I'm not too interested in actually buying anything. Right now I'd be more interested in going in and unlocking stuff in my collections, but I don't really have anything I want to unlock. So you can get titles, you can get flair. There are 16 flair out there that you can get. Kinda wouldn't mind the Sign of the Ancient Jedi. That looks kinda cool to me. And you just go around your character portrait, so. The Sign of the Dark Lord. The Sign of the Desert Wanderer? Huh. It puts planetary system around your stuff? Interesting. I have the Sign of Havoc, and I really like that one. Sign of Carnage. Obsidian Squad is the new one because it's coming up in current content. The Corrupted Command. I like it where you can make it into a Jawa mask. So instead of you having your character portrait there in the corner, it just looks like a Jawa. Am I a sub in this game? Yes, I am a subscriber to SWTOR. Good times. Anyway, it's just about 8 o'clock. You know what? Let me go check something real quick. The game's gonna fade away. It's fine. Nope, it was Zelda talking to... As far as I know, though, Wayward is supposed to be on the official here in a few minutes. I think so. Just wanting to make sure I'm not missing anything here. Yep, Wayward has gone live on the official. I think we're gonna go raid the official, even though it is not SWTOR. Most of y'all do watch Lord of the Rings stuff. And yeah, I kind of want to go make supper. So I'm going to go do that. So let us go do that. It should be fun. So I will probably be streaming more SWTOR while it's still on Double XP weekend. My immediate goals are going to be getting my Bounty Hunter and Agent up to level 70 so I can have all 4 classes at cap. All 8 classes at cap, I should say. But I'm going to do that at a time when I can actually sit and play the game for more than just a couple minutes or even just a few hours in the middle of doing 5 other things, which will probably happen after Gen Con. So next weekend I will be at Gen Con and will not be here, but I'll try to get a couple streams in between now and then on my personal time. But it mainly depends, like during the week, it's job application, go, go, go. Because even though I did 3 interviews this past week, one of them was already turned down and the other 2 are still open. I don't know when I'll hear about the one from Tuesday. The one that was on Thursday, I do know for sure that I'll hear back on that one in a few weeks to a month at the latest. That's the one I want the most, but it also is going to be the one that's going to be hardest for me to get. And it will almost definitively impact my amount of time to stream. Because it's expected that I will probably be putting in 60-hour weeks as a basic, as a norm. And I'll get paid for it, and I don't mind. But it's going to be a lot of work. But it's a career that is sustainable in the long term. It's just, it's got to be something I'm going to have to focus on, and it's going to be something that I'll have to make some sacrifices for. So we'll see how it goes. But no, it's a company that I really want to work for, and I know several people who work there, so it would be an environment where I could still... One of the things about getting a job, like in the evenings, is the fact that I can't socialize. With most jobs, like, they won't let you be on stream or be on your phone while you're actually working. Still getting work done, but still being able to be social with your friends and whatnot. But this job that I'm gunning for is one where I'll be working with the people who are my friends. So, it'll be a lot of fun in that regard. And it's a nerdy job, which is... I definitely need to have a nerdy job. The one that I got turned down for on Wednesday was with Fidelity Investments. So that is so not a nerdy job. So, and I don't think I would have enjoyed working there. So, before I go, I have somebody who wants to say hello. The great big hunter of the house would like to purr at you. Hi. I'm going to meow at you at 6:30 in the morning and show off a very much living mouse that he had caught. No, I don't even think it was hurt. I think it was more scared than injured. I mean, the thing was still, trying to scramble around the house. Or around the room anyway. He was bringing me a present. Look at him. He's so happy. He's so happy. Because he didn't want the mouse to eat it. I mean, he's got plenty of food. He's not starving. As you can see, he's not starving. He's not a small cat. You're not a small kitty, are you? No, you're not. But he brought me a toy. Yes, I love you, kitty cat. So anyway, you Lotro nerds. Knocking things on the floor, cat. Good job. I will be interviewing Severlin next week at Gen Con. Let me know if there's any pressing questions. Do you want the executive producer of Lotro and DDO to answer for you? And I am going to be grilling him on crafting in Update 23 and 24. Legendary items, PvMP. What kind of progress they have going on with Minas Morgul. So we'll see how it goes. So for now, I'm going to hit my outro, and then we are going to go raid Wayward Plane on the official Lotro channel because Wayward is awesome. So let me do my outro. And yes, I will be pulling Jerry's ponytail. Oh, by the way, I did talk Jerry into wearing his Atari kilt at Gen Con next week. He won't wear it at the meetup on Friday night, but he will wear it when he's roaming around the show floor on Saturday. So, it'll be fun. Anyway, time to do the outro.